Good day, friends. I hope you're doing really well. And I want to talk about something that I actually love talking about, even though I know it's a hard conversation to have. So we're just going to jump right into it. Is one of the number one things that I see hijack so many people's health journeys. And I know this whole series has been this is week 3 of this, is, where's our vitality going and what is happening and all that. And so we're just going to talk about that it's really, really hard when there's this internal conflict raging inside of this body's not okay, the way it looks isn't okay. If I stay looking this way, if I don't pursue weight loss, then I'm afraid what happened to me in the past, rejection, neglect, feeling like there's no sense of belonging. The pain of that, I don't ever want to feel again. So for fear of having to feel that again, we often, the moment we say that we want to make, like, say, some health changes or slow down or, do additions to our intake or change our sleep, our routine, our movement, just for the sake of feeling better in these bodies, we get hijacked by this fear that if we do these things, it's going to take away the safety of still trying to, basically control and manipulate the body in order to prevent pain. And 100% get that. But I just can't tell you how many hundreds of times I've sat with someone and they'll bounce from this belief. Like, there's parts of us have different agendas and beliefs. I know I should not be eating this, and I don't really want to be eating that. But then when I tell myself I don't want to do that because I don't want to have gut issues or I want to have better energy, then I'm afraid I'm dieting, and then I'm afraid I'm dieting, then I'm going to be neglected. So I go over here and binge, and then if I binge and my body changes, or I'm aging and my body changes, that's not cool either. So we bounce back over here into either restricting or binging, and you can see all the turmoil that your body has to go through. And I'm not just saying it metaphorically, I mean it deliberately, because as a dietitian, we study how do we produce energy, and we need these minerals, and we need consistent intake, and our bodies need the consistency and actual safety of getting in enough calories and nutrition. And when we don't do that, the body is robbing from here to take it over here, and that creates some balance over here. And then we don't understand why we're tired, lethargic, aren't recovering, getting sick really often, hormone imbalances, all that kind of stuff. And it's not all just food. I know that. There's all kinds of environmental things that we can't control. But a place that we can is actually nourishing and nurturance to these bodies. And the things that hijack that the most, that steal our vitality the most, both physically and mentally and emotionally, is this fear of the body, the fear of what the body looks like in relation to the world we live in. And I know that's really hard. And I'm not minimizing, I'm not saying it's easy to work through. I'm just saying it's necessary. It's necessary not to kick that can down the road to deal with this, to go deep to where you need to go. And most of the time, I know I need lots of support to do this, that I need someone to co-regulate with me and sit with me and help me hold that, so other parts of me didn't try to take over and run away or pull me away from that, or pour into me in a firm but loving way. And that's how we get to that place. Many people come to me, and one of their number one goals is not only just to feel better in their bodies, and we can totally do that, but it's also I just don't want to think about my body so much. And the thing that's going to get us there is reckoning with the dilemmas inside that hijack us from staying in accordance to our values. So when I say staying, meaning working that out, walking that out every day, feeling the body, supporting the digestion, to get that gastric motility working back again, and just feeling better. And we've got to walk that out. There's no way to, there's no hack for that. There's no shortcuts. And so I'm just speaking into this today is that many people see their body size as their safety, but it's actually, in the day, long-term, big picture, really hurting our health. And so I just implore you to consider where are other places you can get safety, find safety, cultivate that, slow down and orient to where that is. If honestly, vitality is what you're seeking. Okay. So please reach out. And if you need help with that process, we're happy to help you. We have lots of, obviously, resources too on the website that speak to that via, guides and videos and stuff like that. So if this spoke to you, it's okay that sometimes when not every message is going to be super happy and encouraging, yay. Sometimes it's going to be, we really got to hear the truth about what's holding us back. And I know that, again, some things are hard or they're going to go slow. Meaning we can only go as fast as slow as parts can go. Sometimes we have barriers that on our own aren't overcomable. And so if you're struggling with certain things, it's because you probably do have too much going on, and we need to look at what can be pared back and where can more supports be added, because we got these predicaments happened to us, in relationships that weren't always safe. So that means that we do have to work towards safety, not just in our own minds and get our minds renewed, but we've also got to work in safety with other people as well to restore some of that neurobiology that was either got hijacked or is missing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video speaks to somebody here in some kind of way that will lead you more towards it's time for once and for all. How do I care for the body I have? And whatever means that looks like to do that, instead of being hijacked by the moment you start doing things that would be helpful to you, you get hijacked by the fears of, if my body changes, I'm not going to be okay. So start to look into that. Well, what's going to happen? What's it going to mean about you? Okay. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.